It's like, remember we talked about like Willow, like when Thunder Predator drafts, right? They have drafts that make sense and they help combo and complement one another. And like this Willow, what is his setup here? Willow is not a type of hero that wants to be the setup. It feels really bad. I call it's just ass, you know.
Wow. Haven't seen her in a while. She does make her way. Could be a vessel person if necessary.
So these draft, like when you draft like this, it's very open. Monkeys has played DP in the past. DP can play like 1, 2, 3, but most likely it's gonna be a 2 or 3. Lycan can play 1 or 2 position, like mid or 2. There's Bloodseeker.
Yeah, nice call on that. Yep. Bloodseeker certainly one of the options that are remaining that are pretty pseudo meta.
I'm sure I can always call out Hector's heroes, man. Come on. Anyway,
only so many melee cores who can get Radiance at some point if they choose to. Let's say.
Yeah, it's one of his few agility heroes he plays. He likes the strength heroes. They're harder to kill. So they need a mid hero, and that's gonna play well versus DP.
Yeah, a lane winner. They banned Ember.
Mute my phone here.
Chris Luck potential hero here. Oh, you know who's been totally ignored? Queen of Pain.
Yeah, but you can't pick Queen of Pain. You don't want to pick Quap into DP and Lycan. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you want to do something different, I was gonna say Lycan, but this not Lycan, Sniper, but the Sniper's really good versus DP. But then again, it's not so great.
I was just gonna say like Razor, who I feel like would be good against DP, but then not good against Lycan potentially.
So this is how you complement a draft, though. It's like whatever counters DP, Lycan is good versus, right?
Yeah.
So it's like what is it? EG used to run like something called like OD Lycan and whatever. Anything that was good versus OD, especially, it's like Lycan just runs him over completely. So this is how you complement a nice draft.
I'm trying to see if there's something that can go toe to toe. I mean, DK? Can a DK at least break even with Death Prophet and not get gobbled up by Lycan?
Yeah, DK is okay. It's just I'm trying to look at what's going to complement. I mean, it's fine because they have Coddle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to also think like what can really work out for them. Like they don't want to really put Timber mid. I mean, Timber can go mid, but no, you want to put him versus the Lycan. Chris Monkey King. Oh, there it is. It's Monkey King is nice. Is it banned?
Monkey King.
Yeah, Chris Luck special. You gotta play to player strength, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that.
What else? What else does he have here?
Get that Dota buff going.
I have
recent matches, recent drafts.
Legion, not so good. Yeah, Monkey, Shadow Fiend.
But suspect to getting jumped by Earth Spirit if he does decide to roam.
Yeah, but I mean, it gives them the team fight that they need.
Definitely could use more of that.
Monkey, like this is why I said Monkey as well. He's also team fight. DK, you mentioned, I kind of like it. It's not that bad. But DP's pretty happy versus DK mid though as well.
Whoops. I think still says Beast Coast.
Just
not business.
Still Quap. Oh, that's interesting because I mean, I always had this idea like this Quap versus DP matchup. It's like a volatile matchup. It's favorable for Quap only I feel if you have a good roamer. If you have a position for that, because the Shadow Strike is broken. The moment that you're on this hill, it's first like an Earth Spirit or Shaker TPing in, and boom, like you're dead. Or just like the roaming potential is just like much higher to kill. But if you're just a Quap versus DP, I think it's kind of an even trade. But as the game progresses, it's very favorable for DP because of the silence.
Choose your hero.
Ricky Maru, so it's an off lane like in mid. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay,
Gunner.
That's even better.
Taking up the Lycan, he'll be taking it mid. Ocean's Earth Spirit. No surprise, Husky support Jakiro.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of mentioning, right?
Yeah, the Bat Death Prophet. Or the Monkey's Death Prophet. Not Bat.
Yeah, I was saying like the Lycan can be 1 or 2 and the DP can be 2 or 3. I have that option. That's a nice set though on Lycan.
Yeah, so he gets this matchup against Queen of Pain, off lane Bloodseeker, gonna have to deal with Soul Siphon. You know, you mentioned before Queen needs that strong 4 position to roam around, and I don't know how Dark Willow fares in that matter. I don't imagine her to be one to really make a lot of rotational action happen, so we'll see if Moose changes that up a bit. But also feels like there's a lot of pressure on Whisper to come out strong from the laning phase. It's Timbersaw after all, and you want to kind of have a bit of a snowballing mid game and assist in maybe shutting down Gunner from being able to farm up. But a mid lane Lycan is a bit of a different story. He's just going to get a lot more farm a bit earlier.
I'm curious to see if I feel Beast Coast should adapt and adjust their lanes accordingly to prevent the snowball that Zoomers has the potential to have. Put the Quap safe lane, go aggro, and let the Timbersaw solo against Lycan mid. And I think it's favorable because Earth Spirit is a horrendous tri-laner. I think Bloodseeker, Coddle is a very good dual lane, and adding the Willow as a bonus is very nice. I feel, the only team that really runs Coddle that I know in aggro is Nigma. I think Nigma would definitely do something like this. Sorry, I just name call a lot of random teams sometimes.
No, we see it. We see it in the trend. And we'll have to see Zoomers if they can bounce back from what we saw yesterday. Beast Coast can keep the streak going here.
Let's see, what does this matter in the scoreboard, though? So, Zoomers and Beast Coast. Can they make winter brackets, though?
I don't think either team
Beast
can
Coast
make... can they?
No, Beast Coast can. Zoomers can. They're 10-4 right now. And if they 2-0, then they're 12-4, and then Thunder Predator are 12-6 right now. Quincy Crew 13-5 and EG 13-5. Zoomers only has 4 losses.
See you later, nerds.
Didn't realize they played so few games.
Yeah, so actually, Zoomers has this is important for them, but Beast Coast is kind of irrelevant, aside from momentum. Because the loser bracket, personally, it's loser bracket's kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter who you play. But this winter bracket is such a big deal, right?
For sure. Yeah, I'm trying to load up the current standings here myself.
Sorry, I caught you off guard there.
No, it's fine. We have a pause. We haven't had the time here. I can bring it up. No problem at all. Well, actually, I'll bring it up also on the overlay for everybody to look at what is exactly at stake.
They have one more game with Business Associates, and Business doesn't really care because they're first seed no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can do whatever they want to do, and it's I can decide. They can be the one to decide who makes the winner bracket.
Yeah, Zoomers 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're playing now, and then they have one more series. You're certainly right about that. They're 10-4. They get 2 wins here. Definitely put themselves into the upper bracket, considering Thunder Predator have already played out all of their games. So definitely a big deal for them to get that extra life and stay alive. We'll see if they can do it or if Beast Coast are going to shut them down. Beast Coast will still be in the lower bracket, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they can't even get top seed on lower bracket, it looks like. So you're right. They're pretty much stuck in that spot. All right. Looks like our pause is done, and we'll get back into action here.
Hype game now. It makes it more... No, it's because some games this is how group stages works. It's when players understand this, it's they care less. But then when they know that's something on the line, then it's much more meaningful. Because you also don't want to reveal all of your strategies as well, right? And your best strats. And you want to when it's somewhat meaningless. It's you kind of play you want to be able to try new strategies out, and it doesn't affect your placement.
Zoomers pincering in on the top lane, running as a 4 stack, it looks like here, trying to get a demoralizing first blood. Swinging a miss on Ocean, but it don't matter. They got Schofield down.
They're the ones aggroing, huh?
They will quickly take up that outpost.
I guess they really don't want to put the Lycan matchup versus Timbersaw. I think I was gonna say business because I looked at Moose's name, but BC, they didn't really scout the lanes, and so it's something they should have done at the very beginning. They just played their lanes and kind of assumed. It's never really good to assume.
Look at these guys, way deep to the mid lane even. As the lanes just kick off, the supports just getting all up in arms. They leave their cores back. Sammy Boy in the lane to himself. Eventually, Schofield will TP up that direction, but here's Husky continuing to zone Whisper back. Him and Ocean. Whisper giving him the tip like, boys, what's going on here, huh? You don't like me, huh? I get it. I get the message. But jeez Louise. He's got 6 tangos and a salve. He'll get there eventually. Ocean going to roll in again? Stop him? Oh.
No. Sam Boy's like pressuring this Coddle. It's really sad for him right now.
Coddle. I'm getting so much solo XP on my Coddle right now, though.
He died.
He lost all his resources, though. Ricky just jumped on him twice and just pressured him.
He's got nothing. Just couriers coming out, but those couriers are getting sniped. Husky picks up Schofield's courier. Oh, the poor Coddle. Now he has no regen. Oh, he does get the salve. That must be Timber salve. It is. Oh my goodness. The core giving the support. The salve. My days. Mid lane Gunner. 7 and 5 denies to 5 and 2 of Chris Luck as he works with the CS under the tower. But it's
I do actually think Chris Luck is a better mechanical player than Gunner in the mid lane. So
feel dead top.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they long chase him all the way out from the lane.
Holy shit. Just that damage from the tower. The tier 2. He took like 200 damage per hit.
He heals up. He'll walk back for now, but the damage has been done. These guys are just unmercifully laying it on thick in the top lane right now. Whisper will be forced to Timber Chain back, but the pressure is on. What does that leave for them in the bottom lane? It's Monkeys in a solo lane now, going against Willow and Bloodseeker. It looks like Bloodseeker's kind of also having the time of his life, up at the 10 and 2 CS.
I love Hector, man. Every time he plays this hero, man, he's a simple guy, you know? You click on him, you see his items all queued up. He's like, I'm just going to play Dota in a very simple way here. Just
without too
all
much,
his items queued up.
not
Bottom
too
lane
much
here.
not so simple. He actually puts some pressure on the Monkeys forever. Steps off from the Soul Siphon and says, okay, that's enough. Too much time away from the creeps. I got to get back to the creeps. Come here, creeps.
Gunner though, wow, 14 and 11. Well, I guess half of his denies are from his own wolves though, so
We'll still count it. Husky
Top
actually
lane.
gets the takedown on Whisper. It's been really the action-packed lane, and the Timbersaw not even going to hold up to a lot of the harassment that's been coming out. They're trying to mend it as best they can on the Beast Coast side by pressuring Monkeys in the bottom lane, but every time he's able to scoot himself back under the tower or have a Soul Siphon ready to go, and he'll be the one to survive.
Monkey's gonna be really sad in this lane soon now that they're trading, and he might die here actually.
All rotation coming in from Ocean. Not able to find connection onto the rolling boulder, but gets the smash. Starts right-clicking away, but Hector's so fast. That low life on Monkeys and Ocean now. Working in Hector's favor as he gets just back to the farm instead. But they will finally step away from the tri-lane, saying that they have done the damage needed already. And go back to the 2-1-2.
Another initiation here by Ocean. Things happening. 4-minute rune. Chris Luck will pick that haste up. Gunner's level 5 now.
20 and 14. I know you said a lot of it's the Wolves, but still quite ridiculous there. And there's that haste.
Now his denies are deceiving because of the wolves.
Yeah.
It's just one of those games where it's just like if Quap ever leaves this lane, he's gonna feel really bad about it. Unless he can get like 2 kills out of it, but since Lycan's always gonna be pressuring this tier 1.
The hell? Monkeys getting the kill. Him and Ocean able to kind of get the jump onto Hector and take him down. They might make it a 2-fer with moves. They will. It costs Ocean's life, but certainly worth it for 4Zoomers. Getting Monkeys out on top. Was not expecting to have that kind of jumping power onto the Bloodseeker, but maybe hanging around too long without too much life. 5-minute bounties. Schofield could be in a little bit of trouble here. It's too long of a cooldown for Liquid Fire, though, and he's going to be able to salve up.
They got 3. They're gonna get 3 bounty runes from the Beast Coast side. Timber, I guess Timber and Ricky are equally contested. Looking at the CS, Ricky is not gonna be too happy soon enough. I mean, he's already pretty unhappy because he can't really This Timber's not pressurable anymore. He's gonna be level 5 soon. He's gonna be untouchable. So I'll give the freedom for this Coddle to like stack or kind of do whatever he needs to do.
Not much freedom at the moment for Coddle though. Keeps getting torched up.
So, Timber's already like level 5. I don't think he should be in this lane. I think he should just probably like run mid, chakra this like quap, get some stacks up. I mean, getting these pools are nice and all too, but he won't really do much in the lane outside of that.
Bottom lane, stun out for Monkeys as he chases on for Moose. Ocean rolls in, and well, they have enough to be able to get that finish onto Moose. Really good start. I mean, 4Zoomers kind of winning all 3 lanes at this point now. And nice connection there with the boulder smash. Slows him down, gets it done. And Sammy Boy able to get the takedown on Schofield in the top lane. This one, all 4Zoomers out of the gate, 8-1. All 3 lanes going well. I mean, mid lane doesn't have as much action, but Gunner, 43 CS to Quap's 35 right now.
That was kind of funny. Chris Luck tried to blink for the rune, and Gunner denied it. And then Gunner popped his ulti. He had a TP back to base because it's just he was just gonna die. But if he had his TP up there on Chris Luck, he would have been able to get all these like rebuttal kills on bottom lane there.
Chase out for Schofield. Sammy Boy gets it. Coddle so damn frail and only has 1 blinding light to save himself, and that is not going to be enough. Pretty much has to.
Nice. This could be a good rotation here. Chris Luck.
Bottom. Roll in. Chris Luck from behind, though, looking to burst down Monkeys. Successful. Whipping out the big sonic wave. Ocean will have to TP away. Nothing to cancel that one. And he's gone. So, first promising rotation of Beast Coast in the game so far.
Mid lane though. Getting pressured. Book is coming. Book 1 is coming now.
Still pressure on Whisper top lane too. Ocean shows up, rolls in, but might find himself in a bit of trouble here. Eats a lot of damage from Whisper. Tries to sidestep. The Timber Chain successful. Somehow still sidestepping the ulti. He's yuking him. Whoa! It dumps down to the Roche pit. Nice moves from Ocean here, but is he safe yet?
He didn't have his boots in his
he's still not safe. Whisper is just not letting this one go.
Middle tower is under attack.
He will now. He will now. Props to Ocean, man. Good little sidesteps.
Whisper didn't have his. It was in his backpack, unfortunately. I think he would have been able to catch up to him otherwise. Sammy Boy though, hunting this Coddle.
Coddle has to be by the tower, but even by the tower. Ouch! 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 Blinding light. And then he'll be fine.
Force the TP though.
Yep.
Gunner's gonna be farming his way towards top, taking a little stack here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
attack. Hector farming, and Hector can farm real well. I get that, but comparatively to what Zoomers are building up for themselves, it seems like they're going to be needing a lot more. Because things are going to be ramping up soon enough. You have Exorcism, you have Necro Book. Towers are going to be crumbling real fast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's like it's gonna scary. Coddle though, he's just scared. You see, he's been standing at the tier 1 for the past 40 seconds. Doesn't know where this Ricky is. He hasn't been showing on the map.
In reality, Ricky looking to head all the way down bottom where they want to get the only threat at the moment on Beast Coast and Hector here. Dishes out the ulti. And Sammy Boy commits in now with the Ice Path. Fixes the trade, rolling boulder, more than enough to get it done. Sammy Boy now dominating on the Ricky. Nice return fire though. Chris Luck is able to jump in and at least clean up a kill onto Husky. But every time he rotates away from the lane, you know that means that Lycan is left to his own devices to just continue to push things forward.
Bounty runes are coming out, securing up for Chris Luck. He's just rushing the Ags. I think it's fine.
Chris Luck grabs the rune. Eating a lot of damage here from Sammy Boy. Nice timing on that to avoid the stun. Here comes the long roll. Can't find connection. Boulder smash. Whisper not getting frozen up, but Chris Luck will. And now he has to blink out. The chase is on from Gunner. He can't get close enough, and he'll have to settle for pressure on the tower instead. Now it's just
He'll be fine.
totally all over the place. Chris Luck is way behind, hiding with the trees.
Radiant are
A lot of
scanning.
space that he made there.
Invisibility.
But who's the space for?
Dire's
Hector.
structures
Hector
are
top.
fortified.
Monkey
He is
King.
farming though. Hector is catching up in farm. He didn't have a great laning stage. He was level 4 when DP was level 6. And now DP's at 45 CS, and you can see Hector's like, he's catching up in his farm.
Yeah, him and Chris Luck are still getting a run for the money as the number 2, number 3 farmed heroes in the game. But
Radiant's bottom
there
tower
we
is
see
under attack.
tides change a bit.
Radiant structures
There's monkeys
are
forever.
fortified.
And Sammy Boy starting to rise up a bit. Approach though on the bottom tier 1 behind, looking to go for Husky rather. And they got it. Chris Luck picking up the killing spree with a jump in scream. As he's going for the Agnum Scepter on the Queen of Pain.
Radiant's
That's
bottom
something else.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's a little different, but I think it's gonna help with this Lycan, all his summons later. Oh, Hector got a nice.
Yeah, he takes down Earth Spear. I'm watching the action here as he considers a chase back, looking to go for Sammy Boy, who does get hit with the Rupture, but he simply walks it out there at the back end. But, you know, cute little scrappy picks are coming the way of Beast Coast. It does cost him a little bit. Top tier 1 does go down to monkeys.
Free solo tower there by him. DP ulti is down. Quap ulti is up. Should look into trying to use this. Oh. Hector has his Maelstrom finished up. I still think it's a pretty good Bloodseeker game though. I mean, just because it's like it's one of Hector's specialty heroes. I think he counters Lycan later in the game. He has a lot of control for him, and with his Mjolnir pickup later, he'll be able to kill all the summons very quickly as well. It just comes down to this Timber if he's going to be tanky enough, because he didn't have a good start or a great start at all. He's like bottom of the net worth chart, and Timber is like a hero that thrives off like snowballing and like being able to kick heroes out of the lane. You usually pick him when you see like a good matchup for him, but seeing where his net worth kind of stands, he's very like fragile still.
Yeah, not quite the monster we were used to seeing in the mid game quite yet.
Attack.
Needs more time to build that up. Mild approach from Beast Coast towards the mid lane a bit. They are continuing to be imposed by that Lycan in the hands of Gunner, as there's a chase on. They're battling out for that high ground vision. Love to take it down with that Necro book.
This Lycan's getting scary. Book 3 finished already. Well, he finished it about a minute. He's finished around 12 minutes. Really fast.
And here comes the rest of Zoomers now, looking to bring him back up. They roll to the high ground. And now the Magnetize is going to be committed here. Moose should fall. Schofield drops the Will-O-Wisp, but it's not going to be stopping the roll of Zoomers here. Gunner ulted. Just simply waits it out. It's Sammy Boy who's moving in and cleaning house now, and they're looking for more. A jump onto Whisper. Whisper narrowly able to Timber chain away, but here they come, the little Necro critters looking to run him down. On the other side, though, Ice Path Sonic Wave from Chris Luck will be able to clean out and finish off Ocean here. And Gunner also going down. Hector shows up to play, and they do take a couple of cores.
That's Timbersaw for you, baby. Like, they thought he was low, but that reactive armor, like, they thought they could kill him, and Zoomers just overextended. Lycan ulti kind of ran out, so he ended up being stuck there, and Chris Luck with the nice TPing in and cleaning up with the Sonic Wave there. And that was just about, like, Zoomers just understanding, like, hey, like, our spells are on cooldown. We don't need to chase. We already won the fight. You know, we just need to reset. Get that map control back. They're dead. You know, push out the lane, shove in the lanes. Shove these lanes in so, like, you know, when they spawn, they have to react to it, and we can continue farming and make the next play on the map. But
I'll have to wait for that next opportune time. We're starting to see the net worth split a bit more even here as it's the 15-minute bounties. Whisper tries to contest the top one a bit, but it's welcomed from the Zoomer party.
Chris Luck, though, he's actually 300 away from his Aghanims. It's actually pretty good timing, pretty fast timing, honestly. I think getting this Ags and level 12 this early in the game is some serious damage and some serious tempo that they can really apply onto Zoomers here. if they're able to burst, like, this DP is not tanky at all. Like, they should just honestly talk about, like, who they want to focus together. Like, Bloodseeker's always gonna he's gonna aim to ult Lycan every fight. And I feel if they combo it correctly, you know, just honestly, you could throw everything onto this Lycan. I think it's perfectly fine. It's the main source of DPS. And otherwise, it's between Lycan and DP, because this Riki isn't really that strong yet. He doesn't even have Diffusal. And if you're able to burst one of these cores immediately, because they dish out a lot of damage if, you know, this DP Ghost is, like, lingering around, Lycan has all these summons.
Yeah.
But they kill these heroes at the beginning of the fight. I think the fight's, like, super easy for them. And they just fight within their big team fight spells, you know, the Will-O-Wisp. Mostly just the Will-O-Wisp, actually.
Couldn't really agree more. I mean, Beast Coast in a type of a lineup where they need to hit hard and hit fast, and they have the capability to do so, without doubt. While 4Zoomers need to kind of, they're more breathy. They like these long-winded kind of engagements. They want more magnetized pulses, more to get out of the exorcism, more chase from Lycan and Necrobook. So more methodical plays from Beast Coast if they want to try to strategize better to hit their targets and hit them fast. Here a move for Ocean, and they counter back with a Gunner call out now and Shapeshift. He's trying to chase down Little Dark Willow, but the Wisp is there. They're slowing them down, trying to force him to kind of waste the Shapeshift.
Oh, it's kind of a waste of a Terrorize by moves there, but...
and they're going to actually use the rest of Shapeshift to go right into the pit. Now, it's already concluded, but they're going to pop Exorcism now and go to work. Feeling like Terrorize and Will-O-Wisp not available means that they can't contest, but they're coming. Drop the maze. Goes in, gets silenced. Sonic Wave forces him back. A push in. Gunner, he's trying to TP, but he gets bashed. Bashed by Roche. Hector moves in and cleans them all out. He gets the double kill. Sammy Boy trying to hide within the side, but he also gets sniffed out and finished. Husky drops the Ice Pass, drops the dual breath. He's trying to help Sammy Boy out. Sammy Boy trying to fight it, but it's Hector God. Too big and too strong. Ultra kill for him. They're looking to go for a 5-man wipe if Whisper can get his guy. GG as they drop the tree.
Push is so low.
And
Hector
they
might
get
die
it
from
done.
this. No, Hector, don't do it. Bash. He's so lucky. Oh, a soul ring there.
Oh, goodness gracious. I could see what Zoomers were going for and feeling like Beast Coast didn't really have enough team fight tools to put up much of defensive effort, but...
Like, these things that I feel like Zoomers should understand, they're not playing on a huge timer. Like, they missed a small window, they use their Lycan. It's like they're overextending and taking these unnecessary risks that I feel like they shouldn't need to at all. This Roche is free anytime they want it, but not when your spells are on cooldown like that. I understand, like, you know, Beast Coast use their spells, but it's just like they're running at you, you know? You don't even have, like, you have okay vision. Someone needs to stand out of the pit and break these smokes as well. They didn't have a scan, so it's just, I don't know. Like, they feel like they're playing like super rush. And I get, like, Beast Coast, they are scarier when it comes to, like, this mid and late game, but I think Zoomers, like I said, they're not on a timer. That's what I feel about their draft, and they feel they're playing like as they are. They have really good scaling with the Lycan DP and Riki cores.
Just got to see how much they're going to waver their stance, because the farm is starting to get away from them a bit, and whether that's like kind of their indecisive commitment on whether they want to keep farming or playing out or going for fights. Beast Coast are happy to kind of keep grinding away until they have their more cohesive decision. Okay, Ocean gets ulted, rolls away, but he's got to be careful about that. Not going to make it out. There's the Yules.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This Timber's starting to become a little scary here, though. He's catching up in net worth a little bit. They don't really have the best answer for him. Do they have a vessel? They're not even getting a vessel. So.
I mean, he has a Yules already, too. So way to even take care of it. Sammy Boy gets ulted. The Will-O-Wisp, and he's able to drop to the high ground here. Can they keep him there and finish him off, though? He goes to low ground, gets welcomed with a huge Sonic Wave from Chris Luck, and they're going to be able to finish that out. And it looks like it could be the takedown of the Lycan next. Gunner goes down, and now it's all Beast Coast suddenly pushing the biggest net worth advantage of the game with 3K.
Yeah, Zoomers is really throwing their advantage in Snowball completely away, where I was starting to see is becoming more and more one-sided, but you know, it can only throw so many times, and this game's getting pretty difficult now. I think Beast Coast Hector's finishing up his Banta, he's closing up on his BKB. He's starting to become pretty scary.
Yeah, and I imagine if there's a weakness to a new form team like Zoomers with more players who are kind of inexperienced, it's these kind of situations that you really need to try to be able to keep your head on straight, and will test you. It's like you feel like you've built yourself up such a big advantage from the laning phase. Now you see it slipping away after a couple of fights. You know, being able to keep your composure at this point moving forward and confident that you could still take this game. We'll have to see if Zoomers can kind of keep that motivation going or not. But everywhere they look, Beast Coast coming knocking, and now to the bottom lane. They do have Monkeys Forever, and he's going to commit the exorcism here. Could be heavy damage onto Whisper, rolling for motion, and it's all but certain now. Here comes Hector. He's welcomed by the Ice Path Macropire, and he's dead just like that. He walks into instant death, and maybe this is all the Zoomers needed. Coddle steps in now. No ulti for him yet, though. Chris Luck, he's got an ulti of his own in the pocket, dishes it out, and they're going to be blasting down and finishing off little Sammy boy. With 2 dropping and Chris Luck committing in. Got to be a bit careful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, and you're right. Gunner going to work in the top lane here. Forces Hector's rotation. And actually makes Beast Coast kind of step off a bit from the bottom lane. A Timber for a Ricky, though, is the trade.
Got Earth Spirit as well, and Aegis. So kind of. Well, the Aegis is wearing out in about like a minute anyway, so it's good, somewhat of a good Aegis usage. And this Ricky is, I feel he's not gonna scale. He needs to. I think he needs to hit creeps a little bit more or something, because just having a defusal in like 22 minutes, it's like very underwhelming. He's not dishing out enough damage as he wishes he can be or wanting to do. While at the same time, like, this Bloodseeker is double his net worth right now. He's at 7.8k and Bloodseeker's at 13k right now.
And a BKB to come soon for Bloodseeker, and that could be a problem. I mean, he was held up in that previous fight on the bottom lane, mostly due to like Jakiro, who seems to be a bit of a thorn in his side. You pair that together, and you have Earth Spirit running around and Cloud and such. That BKB is just going to be such a valued asset for him.
This is a big timing now. Beast Coast should smoke. Oh, they already did.
They're way ahead of you.
BKB's finished on Quap. BKB's finished on Bloodseeker. Let's go, go, go. Hit our timings. We're not getting any stronger than this.
It is finished. Very nice. Yeah, this could be problematic for 4Zoomers if not ready. They smoke themselves. They're feeling like they could make something happen. They do have their own BKB on Monkeys Forever, and Sammy Boy's already made the jump in. Look to go for Timbersaw now. Hit him with the Yules, and they have the Ice Path there. Will-O-Wisp on the low ground, pretty good position here. I don't know, Beast Coast can kind of corral the rest of the fight around it. Sammy Boy already going pretty deep, and we'll get that finish onto Whisper. Chase from behind, Monkeys Forever, looking to get the grab onto Schofield, while on the other front, Chris Luck and company making moves, trying to get Husky. Double kill for him, and they clean out another. Chris Luck, though, gets that finish onto Husky, and now Beast Coast run west to try to make it away towards the Roche pit. Chris Luck stuck under the silence, and he'll get torn apart. Zoomers on the fight back take a 4-for-1 exchange and a nice gold and XP trade.
I'm really confused on their goal, what Beast Coast wanted to do there. So I think they had the right idea with smoking there. But 2 of their heroes ran top, Timber showing mid, and Bloodseeker's farming bottom. Like, their goal in that smoke, there was no goal behind it. They were just, whoever I see on the map, let's just try to focus or try to kill. Like, their lanes were like actually really good, in a good position. And it was just, I think the plan that they had was just like, it wasn't really communicated. It wasn't clear at all, and they were just baiting each other.
Quite discombobulated, if you will, as they might jump back and get a quick kill on the Schofield, or no, it was a Schofield bait the whole time. And they do manage to get Sammy Boy on that. Sammy Boy a bit overexcited on blasting down a Coddle support.
I'm glad Whisper finally bought him. He really needed his plate mail. Like, he couldn't rely on this reactive armor the whole time. He needed his bonus armor. Now I feel like he's kind of hard to kill. He's very difficult. He didn't have it that last fight, I believe.
Yeah, and still
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right now I feel again, Beast Coast, like, this Ricky is dead. Like, you need to stop hitting like these passive jungle. Like, they need to move forward in the game. Like, move aggressively, get deep vision out, and play around their vision. They have this nice ward in this bottom lane. Play around their vision. Run there. Like, the Rick, I mean, they kind of missed a little opportunity there, but it's just about, you know, they have the numbers game. It's 5 versus 4. Ricky had like 35 seconds on the timer. Now they have to waste potentially another smoke. They don't even have a smoke. So.
Gunner shows himself on the mid lane with some wolves. He'll get an early cut on that mid lane push, but they get the jump for Sammy Boy again. Jumps over for the tricks of the trade, and then they pop the dust.
Barely missed the timing on the Yules and Bloodright combo there.
And we'll have to let that one go.
Sorry, Hector.
DD bottom. Who's gonna get it? Husky sees it, but oh, it's Hector's.
What did Hector buy? Oh, he got a Basher. Interesting.
Uh-oh. Spot out Sammy. Hits him with the ult. Sammy's trying to run. Hector's got a DD. He's feeling so good.
No vision.
But yeah, no vision. Ocean, counterplay, goes in to Schofield, gets off the silence, and they could be taking a Will-O-Wisp out of the fight. No, they do manage to get it down just in time. Here comes Chris Luck. Looking to blast down Monkeys forever. Monkeys surviving though in the back of a BKB and Soul Siphon. And he holds on. What can they do now with this? Roche is not up yet. So.
These fights are like kind of getting chaotic. It's just like Hector's running into like their vision into their high ground, and his team has to like follow up and kind of like save the day, and it puts them out of position. They need to like bait them back into them. Otherwise, like doing this as a team, smoking into their high ground, it's very clear, like clear indication that Zoomers has been. It's a very clear indication they've been playing around this top area for a while, that it should be warded, and they should be playing on the right side of the map. Like whether it's going to be on their ancients or the enemy ancients, because that's where everything is warded. You're just playing around your vision, especially at nighttime. Like they didn't really lose much out of it outside of BKB charges and a coddle and maybe Will-O-Wisp is a big cooldown spell. But it's just like the idea what they need to do like in this game, and just kind of being on the same page with each other. I think they're getting very antsy right now. In both teams, though, they do kind of start warding and playing around the left side, which Zoomers is already doing. It's because Roshan, you don't want to give Roshan up for free. Both teams are able to fight each other. You're not weaker, so you can contest this. So you need to constantly just shove this mid wave in and being able to take a high ground from Beast Coast.
Yeah, I'm
Zoomers
curious
has really good high ground now.
who's going to be more prepared potentially for the Roche fight when it does come up. Because, I mean, Monkey's already just used his exorcism here. But, you know, as you mentioned, on the other side, Will-O-Wisp was also already committed. So there's going to be a lot of cooldowns here. Was it 90 seconds? How much time for Roche? Roche will be sawn in under a minute. So we'll see who's going to be there faster and to get it done, because there'll be a lot of team fight missing. For now, Zoomer's in a good spot, farming most of the top lane, and like you said, being around that Roche area when it's going to be time and when it's going to be available, just mending out some of these pushes. Gunner will take care of mid and push it back out. Beast Coast, on the other hand, are trying the opposite kind of strategy. They're trying to pull focus towards the bottom lane here. You know, one of the advantages for Dire, I guess, is that they can get a hard push on the bottom. It'll pull Radiant further away from the Roche, and then they can hopefully head up north and find an opportunity to, like, go in through the outpost. But they don't even own that outpost at the moment, so maybe that's something they want to kind of go in for here.
Roche is pinged out now. Gunner is like 300 away from his Kyros too. I think he kind of wants to finish it.
Ocean makes it away. They should grab this outpost here. Take it as a TP access point for potential Roche.
There's no real buybacks from East Coast side. At the same time, 4Zoomers. You can see Husky, he has enough for this mech, but he's like, no.
Trouble nearby. Looks like Ocean eventually did get caught.
His buyback as well.
Her Spirit just hates going against the Bloodseeker ult. For a hero who likes to move a lot. Kind of gets... It sucks a lot when you're forced to kind of sit still. And with that advantage, Beast Coast just kind of shoving things back across the river in hopes of setting up a window of opportunity, maybe moving for the Roche themselves. But pushing out far forward in this mid lane is Hector. It's enough for them to warrant dropping the Will-O-Wisp as a defense. And, you know, maybe Zoomers see that and find it as a potential opportunity to go for the big guy themselves.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hector's 300 away. This Mjolnir. It's another big spike in his Bloodseeker.
Radiant structures
As long as it doesn't get purged.
Radiant's
Gunner,
tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Shifts the shape and heads up for Whisper on that side. On the other side, Willow going to be quickly finished off. There's Whisper going down. Now Zoomers, you go right for Roche. Get in there.
You don't. No, you don't really want to do that. Because like an ulti is. Oh, I guess DP has ulti. Never mind. I thought she used it too. Like an ulti is down now. Two heroes are dead.
Monkey's going for the outpost here. Force to pop the BKB. Hector goes in, knows that the team may not help him because they're busy going for Rogue. Ocean assists him though, and they're turning it around. He's not able to run it away. Chrysluk steps in with a Sonic Wave, but it's not going to be able to bail him out, and now he can find himself in a bit of trouble. He's silenced. He pops his BKB. He looks to go for the easier target, but no one looking too easy here. Monkey's charging through with that exorcism and power. Long chase in from Ocean. Beautiful catch with that rolling boulder.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And it's looking like all Zoomers here looking to go for the fourth pick now. And grabbing Schofield.
They did finish the Roche.
They did, yep. Aegis in the pocket of Gunner. 2 seconds for Shapeshift. And you still have no Hector for 40 seconds without a buyback.
They don't have a glyph actually. They won't really get much out of it, but they should definitely take this tier 2. Should be free.
It doesn't want to be something.
I don't know what Hector was thinking. I think the moment he popped his BKB, he should have just ran. Like, he manted off his spells and just run and be happy with it. He popped his ulti, but he was, like, still committed for some reason. Like, it was just about, like, poking and just trying to force some spells so you can prepare for the fight. But he just felt, like, committed for some reason.
Ocean,
3v5.
Kind of dancing around this mid lane a bit. Yule's traded. Husky eating a bit of damage himself. Now they're full focus on the Whisper, and man, they make Timbersaw look like just paper now. He's now out for a minute without a buyback. Even though he had Lotus Orb, even though he had the hood, just looked like he could not stand up to the power of the Zoomers.
Yeah, just like in having this Orb of Destruction and Kyros and Howl, I think removes everything that Timber wants to do. He needs more armor items.
Chrysluk and Monkeys Forever going toe-to-toe. Eventually Chrysluk tries to blink his way out, and the fight is right at the doorstep of the Beast Coast base.
Dire's middle tower has
Basher's actually finishing Ricky.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See if he can get with it. There's the bash. There's the ice path. There's the kill. Chrysluk goes down. Does have a buyback. Otherwise going to be out for 80 seconds, but this is looking like Rax. Exorcism Necro Book. Zeus Strat full force here. Roll in, kick back. Schofield forced to go Scepter. And somehow narrowly makes it away, dropping on the back of a Will-O-Wisp. And this could be the final hurrah if somehow Beast Coast can hold the line and prolong this game. They do manage to take down 2. A big grab in the Ricky there. Monkey's forced to run down to the outside. He awaits the conclusion of his exorcism in hopes of surviving even longer, but they're looking to burst him down. Chrysluk just whipping him. Gets the double kill. And Beast Coast for now hold the line.
Hector did so much damage that fight. Holy shit. It was just the raid boss. They're all like, they lost all 25% HP. This Quap ulti synergy with this Thirst is actually insane if he's able to hit a lot of targets. He's able to kite in the fights. Well, I think they just overextended. So again, it's just like, you know, when they see a buyback, I think they just felt confident enough to still fight. I think they kind of like, it's like when you poke and you want to poke enough to force a buyback but you don't want to poke to the point where you're overcommitted. Now you have to commit because you're too deep in. That's kind of what happened there for the Zoomers. Gunner though, that ulted. He does have. What did Pop ult to there?
The creep wave, I guess. That is all he hit there.
Okay.
The short cooldown, I guess. It's only 36 seconds.
When Quap gets 25, is actually a pretty big deal. It's gonna be really nice for them. A little 1.2 seconds of fear.
Definitely.
He's closing up on his Shivas too, another big item for them.
Here comes Zoomers now, feeling confident. They smoke, head up into the Beast Coast jungle. They found Hector. They hit him with an Ice Path. He's going to be forced to BKB, but he's already so low. Do they have any other way to stop him or to catch him? The bash there from Ricky will help. He gets the Lotus Orb. Oh no, off the mark, but it don't matter. They get him down. 90 seconds. Does have a buyback, but would hate to have to use it. Chase is on inside the base, and there's the buyback. Zoomers, do they want to fully commit in for this one? Do they want to back off, being happy that they forced him to spend? Chris Luck wants to make the most out of it, jumps into the low ground with his own BKB, tries to take it to Monkeys. Monkeys, though, lots of damage, full Soul Siphon here. Hector picking up the pieces, though, right-clicking down, moving in, able to clean out one, clean out two, clean out three, looking to go for more. Gunner, though, he's so big, he's so bad, and he gets it done. Killing spree for the Wolfman and make it another. Zoomers zooming their way through at the end of the day, and I think they've done it. Triple kill for Gunner. That's 2 diebacks now. 100 seconds, no buyback, and that might be game.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Hector's buyback.
Support buybacks? Is it enough to scare him away? No.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They'll do everything they can to slow them down, but I think the story has been told.
Somebody's doing work right now, actually, on Lycan. He can potentially kill him.
Okay. Kicks him away.
8-second BKB.
They need to stall this out for another minute.
They got him.
They actually get Gunner. Now, does have a buyback. I don't know if you want to all in to finish this one out now. He does. He wants to go all in now to finish it out. Zoomers putting all of their chips on the table, knowing that they got the better hand at this time, and they're looking to beat the house. Whisper, still so damn tanky. He's just pulling so much focus on himself and taking so long to drop this trifecta from Beast Coast. Just holding Zoomers at the gate, but eventually Gunner does have the shapeshift and he chases on. They do all they can to slow him down. 30 more seconds for the cores to come back, but I don't think 30 seconds will be granted. Cliff.
Attack speed slow though.
Quap will be back. Did he jump in and fear them away? I don't think so. Whisper throws his first life in. There's his buyback, but it is over. Wow, a bit of a sweaty fight there, but Zoomers ultimately get their victory after setting up themselves in a really strong laning phase. It got a bit wavery there in the mid game. Hector was pulling it back, but they close it out and they will get their game 1 win.
Yeah, I definitely gotta say at the end, Hector's a very funny player. This Cottle was getting gone on, and he was just farming the neutrals in front of him. Could have just ran, and I think the game could have been delayed or prolonged a bit more. But all in all, I think, well played by Zoomers. I think they, they overextended a little bit throughout this game, but their lineup was just like, they have a Lycan, so it's like Lycan drafts are just easy to play, generally speaking. When it comes to like Beast Coast, I think they just need to be on the same page. They had the right ideas, the right movements on the map, but it's like when it came to smoking, I think they felt like very lost. Like they hit the crucial time was when they hit their item timings with like double BKB, and they hit everything. Like they had their levels, everything. They kind of changed everything. Like in the aspect of Timber dies and they're baiting each other in this mid lane, and people were just dying all over the map after that. And I feel like they kind of tilted. Because after they got team wiped in mid lane, when they were playing in 3 lanes after they smoke, when they should be together smoking for an objective and smoking towards their obs, they started dying one by one and taking these like solo fights by themselves. Like Hector started running in by himself, Chris Luck started running in, and now their BKBs are on cooldown, and they would still take the fight now. And now they're not in sync with like their BKBs, using BKBs together and team fighting together. It's like having one fight, not like 3 fights at once.
Yeah. little bit of a sloppiness, something that I'm sure Beast Coast will kind of walk away from and know that they can get the better in the next go. So with that said, we're kind of going to get ready to throw to a break. But props to Zoomers in game number 1. We'll see if they can close it out as a 2-0 or if Beast Coast can even the score 1-1 in this 2-game series. That's Demon. I'm Coddle Guy. We'll be back after the short break with more Beyond the Summit Pro Series 2.